Good evening, everyone. Glad that you're able to make it to our meeting today so that we get to share some good information. The topic today will be a topic regarding retirement, smart retirement, and various stages of retirement. So, as I said, the topic that we wanted, apart from the overall wanting to look at the retirement, what we will be doing today will be zeroing in on one of our main products for retirement, which is the annuity fundamentals. And my name is Roy Kaizi, as an MBA, and I'm a licensed financial professional in the insurance and tax areas. So what I bring today to the table will be a wealth of knowledge of over 15 years in the investments, the IRAs, insurance, and other various products, as well as the banking industry. I do have a strong foundation in both finance and accounting, and the background includes securities, having done Series 6 and 63 investments for mutual funds in the past, including some forecasting, bachelor's in economics and in the financial area. So moving right along, okay, back in the days, we used to have many people in the past used to be employed, and their main savings were through pensions, through the employer. And that, as you know today, that has been changing to where the pensions are no longer that lucrative. Companies do lay off people, and in that way, they are not able to receive their pensions in time. So just one thing that I wanted to do here. So with pensions being gone, that mosquito shows that the pensions have been blown up. Our retirees and people looking to make some savings have to look elsewhere. The burden used to be where the employer was taking care of that part, and now the employee themselves do have to take care of their retirement. And this is where we come in. This is where we come in as professionals to help out the people who may be looking for ways and means to invest their money for retirement. So in the mix of this, we have what is the Index Universal Life Insurance. Whereas it's not a form of retirement, we do know that it has the two parts. It has the protection and it also has the accumulation. And this accumulation is of the savings. And this has been found to be very helpful in that it has given many people an option of retiring, of saving for retirement away from the norm, the 401ks, the SEPs. Why is it? It is a good option because it is good for the long term. It also takes care of death benefits and cash value from investments, as well as living benefits. And by indexing, we are in a position to protect the downward trend that many of these other investment vehicles have been losing people's money, where people who have been waiting for their lifetime trying to invest money find out that they don't have nothing left, where the stock market has been eroding their savings. So when we move right along, the annual income stream has been helped without having to worry to run out of money for retirement by some of the new innovations that we have. And one of those that we will be getting into will be the annuities, which is an attractive option to the various inadequacies that have been in the market. Pensions have been eroded. Social Security is no longer able to sustain an average family or an average retiree to where they could be in a position to retire as comfortably as they used to in the past. And that is also coupled with the ever-rising inflation. So let's look at annuities. What is an annuity? The process of converting an investment into a series of periodic income payments is called to annuitize. And this is where we get the money, the word annuities. We are annuitizing. You put in a lump sum, and then you are able to get income payments that do take care of your lifetime, in most cases, through retirement. Types of annuities. We have the variable annuities, which are invested in the market. These are the risky type of annuities, and that's why they are variable. They have the up, the down, the up, and the down, and these are they are attached to the stock market. And all of you know at this point in time how that stock market has been working. It doesn't have that peace of mind for you to know that at the end of your working life, you will have something substantial, because it has been eroding many of the well-earned money. As a professional, what we have been teaching, introducing to our clients is the fixed annuity. The fixed annuity has its interest rate set annually. As much as it is conservative, it is much better than putting your money in the bank, which earns about 6% and below. But these fixed annuities have been able to earn 12, 13%, and they do have the predictable results. Why are they good? They are better than the variable annuities, where if invested into the market, you can see the up and down that the variable annuities have and being risky. The fixed annuity on the other side, it has that fixed interest rate, it is conservative, it is predictable, and it does have that upside potential better than any other of the investment vehicles that are on the market and the downside protection. And that is where the word indexing comes from. So the annuities have, they do have a ceiling and they also have a floor. That floor assures that you don't have to lose all your hard-earned money because this has already been predicted and it has the protection to where you will not see the negatives that people do see. Assuming you look at your statement, for your 401k, there are people who see negatives going on forever and ever before anything comes up, if it does. So we do have the solutions here that we would need to share with people. And these are the solutions that we have through the index annuity. The stock market is, we do participate in the stock market in that there is money that is already shared, and we're also looking at those stocks that are predictable, the stocks that are conservative, that have shown good returns over the past. So as you see, we have the ups and downs of the variable annuities, and the fixed index annuity does fix all those issues that may be coming up. What we're here to do is to give families peace of mind that I bring onto the table is what other other vehicles do not have. So that money tree here shows the peace of mind that we bring to the table through the annuities. The 401k wouldn't have that money tree there because of the volatility of the market. It's been up and down, it's been very risky. And so we have the solutions that we look at. An annuity is through an insurance company, and the insurance companies are required to verify that what we choose for our clients is suitable. When writing an annuity application, there are quite a bit of steps that we have to ensure that the age is suitable with the financial situation and the retirement goals that our clients do have. You will not be able to finish an application if you haven't had a substantial discussion about what the client's current situation is, what money they do have in their 401k, what money they do have in their regular checking account. And if a client comes and maybe insists they want to, for example, put $100,000 into an annuity, and while we do go through the suitability testing, we do find that that's all they have. That annuity in many situations may not be accepted by the company. So we're here as advisors. We're here to advise our clients about what is good for them, what we know as professionals, and that is one of the things I do to ensure that that is something that we have to meet. The monies that are invested into an annuity can come in two ways. One of the ways can be through the non-qualified funds, and that is where we have the money coming in from any investments, money that you've put in this on the side, that you're free to spend. While on the other side, the qualified funds are those funds when our clients are ready to retire, they do pull their money out of the IRAs, the SEPs, the simple plans, the 403Bs, which are the teachers' retirement plans, the 401Ks. And this is in a bid to protect the downward trend, the risky up and down of the markets. So these are the defined benefits plans, and we have to notate that on the application forms. So as qualified funds they are pre-tax dollars, which means they have already been invested, but before taxes. And that reduces the taxpayer's reportable income, and the withdrawals will be fully taxable, which is different from those that are non-qualified. And this is what I see when we are rolling over those funds after doing a stability check with the client. There are restrictions in their annuities and also in the retirements and the distributions. The retirement accounts, which have different rules, and the contribution limits during their accumulation have to be taken care of, so that generally if withdrawals by the owner is before 59.5, then they are subject to 10% exercise tax. All this is information that we have to inform our clients and help them make the decision, knowing that this is some of what goes on. The owner is required to take the minimum distribution at the age of 73. And then as an annuity is a financial agreement issued through the insurance company, it is also a savings vehicle. And this is information that we share with our clientele to let them know this is a good plan for them. They have to be comfortable, and we have also to be comfortable with the decision that we make. The retirement industry, you are dealing with people's money. We are in a position to where we are mandated to be in the interest of the client as opposed to anybody else's interest as we make these contracts for them and as we educate them. As already spoken, we have the types of annuities, which are the variable and the fixed, as well as the fixed index. The variable annuities are designed for investors, and we as professionals need to have the Series 6 or to sell these because of the risk nature. The cash values can and do fluctuate, where the principal can be eroded. Then on the other side, we have the fixed annuities, which is they do have quite a bit of good features. we go ahead and have to look at different stocks, small caps, large cap, but we have to tier these based on the risk averseness of our clients. So there's a risk question, a profile that we have to do in order to know that we're doing the right thing for our clients. At the end of the interest rate period, the company will state a new interest rate, and the initial rate in some of these contracts may be higher than it will be later, and that is also often called a bonus. I will be skimming over some of this information, but what we're here to do is to give you at least a little inclination of the knowledge about the annuities. They are invested in a wide area of vehicles, and that is showing from the low, which is a low risk, all the way into the high risk. And we have different companies that we invest these. We have the Fidelity and Guarantee. We have, and each of these has different accounts that are able to mirror the risk profile of our clients. So the equity index annuities, those are the interest and in there provides benefits, external equity reference to an equity index. That's a lot of jargon, but what we do is simplify all these terms so that you and me are able to understand, and I'm able to relate to you some of all that takes place. There is what's called the interest crediting, where the credit interest is using a formula based on the changes in the index. And as already discussed, the index is what provides that buffer at the bottom where we don't have the losses that do take place in the market. And we also have the guarantees offered by the index annuity, offers guarantees for the fixed annuity. It has minimum guaranteed values and offers guarantees of principal and any past credited gains. Not all indexed annuities provide guarantees of past credited gains. So we do have to refer to the contracts and also be able to explain these to our clients. Why index annuities? The safety and security, which is the ultimate goal, to create that potential to exceed the traditional fixed interest rates. We have the non-qualifier advantage, where the IRS does come in to find what the annuity is intended for. And these are very, very, they are governed by the government so that we protect our clientele. So I already noted the 59.5 as the age with the penalty if they do take money out. But the annuities are being found to be very flexible. We continue to look at some of the advantages of the annuities. They have the tax deferred advantage, which is similar to some of the index universal life accumulations. Being tax deferred means that the earnings are protected until the money is withdrawn. You earn interest on the principal, which is a simple interest. Tax advantage distribution, like immediate annuity, annuitization payments from the previously tax deferred, a blend of interest, which is a blend of taxable and also returning your premium. All these are governed by tax rules, and that's information we can be able to discuss. So the good thing about the annuity, it has a spousal continuation if is a surviving spouse of the owner, and they may elect to assume that position that the annuitant had. So an annuity is an investment vehicle, and it is also transferable to the survivors at death. That's where the beneficiary can assume that liquidity and access to funds. Over the years, annuities have become very well aware of client needs, and they have made various provisions to how accessible these are. Some of the free options are, if there's a nursing home confinement, then somebody can take their money out. Critical illness and terminal illness are also other conditions that help people to get their money for emergencies. So the surrender charges are there if you take your money out earlier. So this is not intended to be a short-term investment vehicle. It is intended to be a long-term vehicle. And so we also have to know and to be able to tell you about those areas. Governed by the insurance commissions, annuities are most often bought for future retirement, as I inferred. And when it comes to death benefits, the full accumulated value is available. All surrender charges are waived, and the benefit can be found on small percentage of tax-deferred annuities when that happens. So suitability is very important. There are many pages that we fill out for suitability. They can ask you the same question in different ways just to know that you have actually talked to your client. You know your client's financial situation. The tax status is also something. So it gives us that opportunity to get to know our clients well. Many situations, our clients become family. The client's personal goals and objectives, we have to discuss those with them and also mirror what we get as investment vehicles within the annuities. Risk tolerance, if your client comes and tells you, no, I don't really want to lose much of my principal. I've had clients who have been hit in the stock market, and they explain to you that they are not as risk averse. So you want to be looking for that vehicle that will help them to consider that situation, and not something that you think may be making you money. So at the end of the day, the client has to trust us, and we have also to show that knowledge that we are trustworthy. If you are on the tip of a cliff and the client does not know if you will hold them not to fall off, they will not have the trust in you with their money. We are here to give you that trust that we will be able to hold you in case of a situation like this arises. That we come in with knowledge and working as a team, we would like to be able to be the future where you come to us and we are investing in your success for retirement. With that being said, that was my last slide, and I would say I'm entertaining any questions at this time, as well as any feedback that you may have. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Kaizi, for this great discussion. Yeah, we have done so many discussions, but this is a very interesting one. As we all know, retirement does not have an age. So some people feel like I'll have to wait until I'm getting closer. But the more you wait, the harder it becomes because people are now living longer. So some people feel like I'm going to retire by age 65, but you never know, you may end up living another 30 years. So the earlier we start actually planning for that golden age, the better. And the better we decide, actually, we start learning those different options. I think that one actually is another added advantage. So thank you. I've learned a lot tonight, and that is why we have these financial literacy Thursdays. And we do, as we all people who always follow us here, we do different topics. And this topic tonight was amazing. So thank you, sir.
Thank you for that input, Ms. Immaculate. And as always, we're here to share good information. And it's an open discussion. No question, no feedback is a silly question. So feel free if you have anything that you may want to discuss. May not have all the answers, but we're sure we'll be in a position to reach into the wealth of information of all the team that we have, that we work with all the time. And that's what we advise all of you, that we're here to work as a team.
Just to add on that, Mr. Kaizi, some people normally tend not to ask so many questions during the call, but we have always received the questions actually after the presentation, which is also welcome because we do have the YouTube that has all the discussions that we do every Thursday. Feel free to send in your questions if you do have a particular topic you want us to tackle. We don't just do one thing. We don't do just annuities. We don't do just IULs. We actually touch anything financial literacy. So for those ones who maybe this might have been maybe a lot of information, a lot of good information. So people are still possibly digesting that. But the only thing we have to remember, it's never too early or too late to start. We always say, start where you are at the moment. Retirement is not for rich people. Retirement is not for those who make a lot of people. Use what you have today. It doesn't have to be a lot. That is why starting early can actually be a great thing to do, because when you start early, you don't have to save $1,000 every month. If you start early, you can actually put aside 50, 100. But if you start late, it is going to push you to have actually to put a lot for you to be able to retire comfortably and do what you can, really. You don't have to stress yourself to miss a bill because you have to save. Starting early will solve all those issues. So again, share the questions. Mr. Kaizi does have the number there. Share anything you wanna, if there is anything you didn't understand on annuities, his number is there. Call on him. He's a professional, as you saw. His background is all finance. He has some great information to share with us, with all of us. And again, as he said, nobody has all the information. We are here to learn as a family, as always. We don't come here just because we know everything. That is why we call upon you to share something. It doesn't have to be a question. That doesn't have anything you want to add on. Can possibly someone can learn from you. Thank you again.
Okay, very good feedback and information on that, Mr. Mackley. And in the retirement in the retirement journey, there's obviously the 401k, which is given when you have employment. Now, this part of their retirement is for those people who are, one, you're leaving your job, or two, you may be self-employed and you need this as a way of retiring. The minimum amount to invest into an annuity is $10,000, which may be a windfall, or it could be a transfer from a 401k, an IRA, but you do have a vehicle that helps you not to lose your principal while also having the index to help you and also to maximize what you can get out of the annuities through all the other allocations that we make through the market vehicles that we have, while using your risk profile to know that we're placing you in the right place. So this is information that we share, and we're here to give options as you go through your retirement journey. So with that being said, if there's nobody else, as we get to the top of the hour, I would like to thank those of you who made it today. Would like to thank the feedback that I've received, and we're here to help you. We are here to train. We're here to expand our teams so that we give you and those people who are interested in the financial industry an opportunity to become professionals. And that's what we do. And we work as a team, and it is a good place to be. It is a very profitable place if you are a people-loving person. Thank you all for making it today, and have a nice night.